What's up, my fellow Shogun 2 players? Zaript here. And lately I have been having some confidence issues because I just don't like my videos anymore. I record them, I watch them, I delete them instantly. So, just for change of pace, I decided to cast some of my vanilla Shogun 2 battles. And I'm not any good at vanilla Shogun 2. I always say that I'm a bit bad with melee, and this game I only played, I don't know, maybe for 2 weeks total. Right now I only got into 40k battles, and this one on Kawaba River is 10k battle against Samurai and Sakura, and I don't really know how strong he is, but he is on second page of ladder, I should say. When we played, he was like 124th place, so I assume that he is somewhat decent player, but he certainly not the pleasant opponent, just because when I lost this, the only word he wrote me was stupid. Well, I'm certainly stupid, but that made me even more relaxed about this game. Okay then, let's take a look at compositions, because I should say my main problem with vanilla so far, I don't know how much units cost, so I cannot really tell if he had something or not when I look at the army. Okay then, so he have 2 Yari cavalry, both have 4 chevrons. Okay, he have 4 Naginata attendants, much like Ashigaru, Nadachi samurai, and 2 Nadachi samurai, level 6 each, and Katana samurai, level 6. Okay, his general, well, obviously common gen. Here he have Yari Ashigaru, and that's seemingly all. Now, what do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. It seems like I have only 3 Naginata attendants. I have 2 Yari Ashigaru, 3 Yari Ashigaru. Okay, one of them long Yari Ashigaru. I have 3 Katana samurai, 2 of them 2 chevrons, 1 vanilla. I have Lone Sword Ashigaru in this forest and Lone Sword Ashigaru moving here. And I have 2 light cavalry hidden there, and here I have 2 Naginata warrior monk cavalry with 1 upgrade each. So this seems to be all. And I have mounted gunners apparently, and 1 more light cavalry. So quite a heavy cavalry contingent. 3 light cavalry units to screw my opponent up if he opens a bit. 2 Naginata warrior monks, and the mounted gunners, because well, they just good. I like using them, but still using them requires skill. So he certainly have a stronger melee contingent than I am in terms of upgrade. All I have here is a spear wall and 3 quite a weak Katana samurai compared to his Nadachis. But I certainly have stronger cavalry contingent. But there is small things, and this Waka is here. And there is 2 things that, as a new player, I don't really can't do. I can't really measure the strength of certain unit. For example, I know that this Yari cavalry is stronger than my Naginata warrior monks. But I don't know how much stronger it is. The other thing is, I know that these Waka Raiders are actually very good against cavalry in fight, because I used mine to decimate some cavalry units of my opponent if he was somewhat not expecting them. Let's say if I catched my opponent's cavalry with my Waka Raiders, they did well. But I don't know how well they really are. So I do this mistake. I send my cavalry here on this hill and I fall back here. Because I know I cannot win this engagement. And this is what I think is main mistake I did in this fight. I decided to destroy this contingent while it is isolated from the main force. And I wanted to back up here so that his main force following me. And look what is happening. I'm not really getting this cavalry, even if it's weak one. It would help here, really help here, including my mounted gunners. I'm not really getting them in this fight in time. And the other thing is point of view. Look at this. Well, I'm trying to get some side charge in this Waka Raiders. All usual stuff. I try to get my long swords in this fight. Frontal charge now with this Naginata Warrior Monks. I will try to get back charge. But he is getting his Yari cavalry here much faster than I'm getting my mounted gunners and light cavalry. Which is important. They're not even trying to get into the fight. And what I think is more important about this game is that I was looking from this point of view. But sometimes, and he is charging me, so I cannot get back charge in this Waka Raiders. But if you look like this, you can suddenly notice only 4 Naginata attendants and no one protecting the side. If instead of charging these Waka Raiders, I heal charged this middle and simultaneously rushed from the front, I actually think I could have screwed this up. I don't know. Because right now he's spreading his forces too much. And here, look at this Waka Raiders. They destroying my Naginata. Well, Naginata attendants not much here, but
Our men are running from the
they killing my Naginata warrior monks. And now he is just charging my mounted gunners, and all my light cavalry are away, so I cannot really stop this Yari cavalry. I try to do it using these Naginata warrior monks, and now last mistake I think that is really cost me the game. I send my general to stop this Yari cavalry, and he isn't that strong, my general, you know. He only have upgrades in defense so far for better survivability. So almost instantly I lost 2 of my Naginata warrior monks. I lost my general, and he still have 2 of his Yari cavalry alive. So it's just a matter of not knowing strengths of units. Of course, I could have still won this with better positioning and management of my forces, because this isn't really that scary of a force. You see what I'm trying to do here? I'm trying to get my Yari Ashigaru back. I don't need them in this frontal charge. I want them to protect my back from these cavalry units, and to use my mounted gunners to maybe shoot something here. Because if I just charge it from the side and get these matchlocks and charge it into the swords, I could have protected myself from his cavalry. He only got 2 cavalry units. And while his Waka Raiders were on this shrine, they were out of the main fight. So at this point he writes stupid, and yes, this was pretty stupid, I have to say. Well, let's take a first look at the statistics. And this is the thing why I love Fall of the Samurai so much. It wasn't easy to learn Fall of the Samurai, but still, maybe it's like it's easy game in term of units comparison. I mean, you really can use vanilla units in Fall of the Samurai and not really be afraid of stats difference that much if you can position yourself right. In Shogun 2, from what I can tell, you still can use vanilla armies, but engagement is much more difficult. You still can win using army with weaker stats, from my experience, but you really need to destroy formation of your opponent first. And it is much more difficult than in Fall of the Samurai. Well, maybe it's just because I'm just starting this game, and maybe it isn't that difficult if I learn it more. So, as you can see, I deployed much more, obviously, because my avatar is cheaper and my units are cheaper. Let's take a look. Surprisingly, this lone swords Ashigaru were on my far left flank, fighting Yari Ashigaru of my opponent, and they still lost just because he managed to cap a shrine, and my lone sword Ashigaru routed long before his Yari Ashigarus. Even thought I killed more than him, but my unit routed faster. My spear wall, Yari Ashigaru did something, but overall, you see, complete defeat. I was crushed. And these Walker Raiders, they killed tons of my cavalry, and then they killed one unit of my long swords, and they didn't lose that much. So sometimes stats really matter. But as I was telling in the game, just because this unit have stats of this unit are so good, it makes it very expensive. And because it was on a far away from the main force of Samurai and Sakura, I could have crushed his main force. And I didn't realize that my cavalry force isn't enough to crush these Walker Raiders. I just thought that maybe with support of my mounted gunners, my Naginata Maria warrior monks can do something. But I was wrong. My micro wasn't good enough, and I didn't coordinate my forces good enough to overcome these Walker Raiders and this Yari cavalry. So I should have just charged that middle force from all the sides, and if I somehow screwed up his gunners, his two matchlocks using my light cavalry, I could have won this game. I mean, if I destroy his main force, then I can just kite that remaining Walker Raiders using my mounted gunners. And maybe I could even get Yari cavalry, because he would have to charge his Yari cavalry in the fight, because it started and he have to save the game somehow. But I'm still learning, as you can see. I just don't know how to measure the strengths of different parts of different armies. Well, in second game I do it better. Let's take a look.